Wisniewski, I love that, bringing us in. I love when the players bring us in, Matt. You know, it makes me remember that event out at Topgolf, which they raised, of course, the great money for Veterans Village.
$150,000, man.
It's amazing.
It was awesome.
All right, well, if you're outside Las Vegas, you may read sometimes that people here aren't excited about the Raiders coming to Las Vegas, which is poppycock. It's just not true. And we really wanted to get a chance to talk about fandom and Raider Nation here in Las Vegas. So we invited in Sheryl Thornton-Burnham, who we're going to introduce now. She's the chief executive over at the 702 Raider Nation REDZone Booster Club. She's also the director of member services for the NFL Alumni here in Las Vegas, and we'll talk about that. Sheryl, thanks for joining us here today on CBS Sports Radio.
Well, thank you for having me.
Awesome. So now you guys just walk everybody through a little bit about what the club is, what it's about, and I like it because it's family oriented. So talk everybody, let everybody know what the club is and what you guys do.
Well, our booster club, first and foremost, is a huge fan base for the Raiders. There are probably about 10 to 15 social clubs, as they call them, or other Raider fan organizations in the city. Mm-hmm. And we're just one big family. People think that there's infighting. Like, no, we have one thing in common, the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think mine is different because of my affiliation with the Raiders. So usually I have a lot of players come by and stop by and say hi, and the fans love it. So, that's what makes us stand out more. But we're not any different than any other club out there.
And Sheryl, that's the thing that I was impressed with your group too. And as I said, having kids, my wife and I will, when I'm not working around this stuff, we want to go watch the game with the kids. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're in Las Vegas, you're Los Angeles, Oakland. Most of the time they're in bars you guys had events last year downtown Las Vegas where you could actually bring the entire family.
Yes.
Talk about that focus.
Well, there were two aspects of it. One, we were inside of another club bar, which I'm going to say their name group, not there any longer. Yeah, they weren't really Raider friendly for us. But we do have a new location. We're going to be at the Eclipse Theater.
Oh, nice. Downtown, yeah.
Downtown. So what makes that is easy. It's accessible. It's free parking. There's a real bar. There's food that you can actually purchase. And you can either be in the bar watching the game or you can be in the theater on a huge mega screen watching
so they're going to show the games on the theater screen. Wow.
I actually, there were a couple of watch parties out there during the playoff run for the Golden Knights, which were they're huge recliner chairs.
Yes.
You sit back, you can order food from the chair, and you're watching it on a movie theater screen.
In Dolby Sound. So
it's pretty good way to watch a game. Yeah,
yeah. So now you'll be able to hear that that sound is going to be really killer. Now, when you talk about the club and what you guys do, Raider fans outside of Las Vegas, I think Raider Nation is such a great group of people nationwide and actually internationally. Right?
It is a nation.
We hear yes, it is, and they're such great fans. But I think with the move to Las Vegas that's coming in 2020, a lot of people were worried, well, is there going to be more visitors fans in the stadium? For you, though, you see, because you have your hand on the heartbeat of it, you see Raider Nation in Las Vegas. Talk about how strong it is and just how many fans there are here in the Valley.
Wow. When I have an event or when there's a player that comes in and I make an announcement on my Facebook page, Raider Nation shows up. And I am always just in awe about how many fans are actually here. People think, oh, they won't come. No, they're already here.
Yeah.
They're already here. I've seen thousands and thousands of fans. For the groundbreaking, I attended that. I was lucky to have that little golden ticket to go.
Yes.
And there were people all across the street just happy to be in the area. So when you say we can't support a team, that's poppycock. I grew up in Los Angeles with the Raiders in L.A., and I know the feeling of having a team, somebody call your own. And I'm getting all emotional here because I'm so happy about this.
Yes.
It's like, this is crazy. But the fact that, there is support in Las Vegas for this team. I mean, you look at the Golden Knights. They didn't think they could survive here. It's a desert with ice, really. And we have probably the best team in the league show up and show out this year. I mean, they call them Misfits. They're still our Vegas-born team.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that can transfer over to the Raiders also. The fact that we already have a following. We're not trying to build something. It's already there. Just get the team here.
I think a lot of it is kind of jealousy and bitterness because you've never heard any of this ever. I've been a Raiders fan from the day I was born, and I've never heard anyone talk about the inability of Raider fans to support the team, because you see them travel all over the place. I mean, I've been to games all over the country to watch the Raiders play, and Raider fans show up. But now, because of the move, there's this sudden bit of jealousy where they say, we don't want our team to move, so we're going to throw this out here that they can't support it. And we know. I mean, we're here. We understand. The first time I met Mark Bedane, he asked me if I thought that they could survive out here. I said, this is a Raider town. It always has been.
Yes.
They're going to be fine.
Just like the governor said, it's a silver and black state now.
Yes.
You know, we are here. We're not going anywhere. Oh, they're going to get here and leave. No, there's a 30-year lease. They want to be here. You know, and if the fan support, which you can tell by the ticket sales and the PSL sales, they're supporting.
That's right.
You know, and for the people who can't go to the game, there's social clubs, there's booster clubs, there's bars. Vegas is about to make a lot of money on this team. And for those who don't believe it's going to happen, wait till 2020 opening day.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Sheryl. I think that a lot of people, there's, as you know, living here, okay, and you've lived, again, Los Angeles, you've lived in different spots, there's so many misconceptions about Las Vegas, and that's being transferred over to, I think, the perception of the Raiders coming here. And even very smart football people who write about things, who worked in the NFL, say the same things because they don't understand it. They question if gambling is going to be an issue. They question. Meanwhile, gambling is now legal nationwide, so it's going to be something that everyone's going to have. But to me, it's just that misconception of Las Vegas. I like the chance now, though, because with the Raiders coming here, we're going to have the opportunity to show who we are and to show what we're able to do. And the team, as you know, because I see you everywhere too, the team is so involved in the community already. You worked for the Los Angeles Raiders.
I did.
When you were down there, and you saw what they did in Los Angeles. They've continued to do to Oakland. Talk about that and what this team does, even with booster clubs like you have.
Well, the thing is, the Raiders have always been involved in the community, no matter where they are. Mr. Davis did a damn good job on branding. I don't know of any other team in the league where you can actually go to Europe and just see the color silver and black and know it's the Raiders. You know, you can't look at orange and blue and like, okay, is that like this college? You don't know it's the Broncos, but you see a silver and black without a shield, you know it's the Raiders. And I think what they're going to bring here also is the fact that they're involved with the Veterans Administration. They're helping build homes there. They're giving money to the veterans. You may not see everything they do, but they are thoroughly entrusted in this community already.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that people forget about, and I've tried to talk about that a lot over the last couple of months. Is these organizations don't just come to a city and play a game and get out. These are viable citizens now that are going to live in your community, get out there every day, especially with football, because even though they have a huge job to do and there's a lot of work they put into it, there's so much downtime in football because you play once a week. You only have a 17-week schedule, 16 games, and then 6 months off. There's a lot of time for them to get out there and really give back to the community. And I don't know that that people in town really understand that you have a 53-man roster that you're going to see everywhere.
Everywhere. I'm telling you, the community is going to actually thrive from this. I mean, you're going to see the players that go into schools. You're going to see the players out there supporting, the football leagues, from the Pee-wee all the way up to high school. You're going to see the Raiders donating football equipment. I'm telling you, this is all coming. I can't tell you where it's going yet, but it's all coming. They are going to be involved and Brad. You're going to see silver and black everywhere. So when people want to question it, I just say, look at their history. They're not going to change.
No.
Mr. Davis put a big stamp on the Raiders, and now Mark is taking it on.
Now, Sheryl, you're also involved with the NFL Alumni here,
Yes.
with helping with the record. Is the number of NFL alumni in Las Vegas growing? Are a lot of people coming here now?
It's growing. This is their initial chapter this year, so this is our inaugural season, and right now we have about maybe 60 members.
Wow.
But people don't understand you don't have to have played football or work for the team to be an affiliate member. You can be a part of the NFL Alumni also.
Wow.
Just log on, look for NFLalumni.org. It's going to look for membership. Then you scroll down to Las Vegas. You can click on and become a member. And what you're doing, you're supporting retired players, but also supporting your community. We do community events here.
I was going to say, you do a lot, yeah.
We do. We're doing a lot, and we're planning a lot. So we have a Facebook page up. It's NFL Alumni Las Vegas on Facebook. And we're going to have a social event this year. We're going to do something for Christmas. I mean, we're still in the planning stage, so I still need more members too. So if you're out there and want to become a member, find me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And but it's a great organization. Our president is Lyndon King. Lyndon was actually playing for the Raiders when I was in Los Angeles. Our vice president is Moreland Greenwood.
Oh, yeah.
We have, trying to think of who else is on there. Going to kill me. I forgot their names, but Victor B. Cohen.
Uh-huh.
Which another great guy. He's actually having a huge fundraiser. He's doing backpacks for kids this week.
Oh, nice,
Beautiful.
So Sheryl, we're gonna end this segment now, but I wanted to make sure people, if they're interested in also joining the Booster Club, how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way to find you?
My number is for the Booster Club is area code 702-927-0121. Call, text, leave a message there. We'll give you all the information. There's also a Facebook page for our Booster Club. Jump on. Ask you 2 questions. Who's your favorite team and who's your favorite player?
That's
Answer
awesome.
those questions, you can become a member.
Awesome. That's Sheryl Thornton-Burnham from the NFL Alumni and the Las Vegas 702 REDZone Booster Club here, and we hope to see her this year. When we come back, we're going to be talking to Michael Troiano, who's a criminal defense attorney, about the Garyon Conley countersuit. You're listening to CBS Sports Radio, 1140 AM.